G'day and welcome back to Duck Solar Gaming and Transport Fever 2. Yes, that's right. We are back building our megatropolis transporting empire, and we are just going to continue pretty much off where we left off. That doesn't make any sense. Pretty much where we left off. All right, so let's have a look. We got all our passenger runs running from where we go to. We went to Tongala, through Griffith, Kalgoorlie, all that sort of stuff. That's all happening now. We did a bit of work down in here. Now, one of the things I'm going to do, and I started doing over here, is I have actually reworked this very messy sort of intersection here. But we have put the double track in all through here. So you're starting to get a bit more rail traffic. I also put 2 more trains down on this run here for the timber. So that's becoming very, very busy down through here. And we did just rework this and add an extra line in. And we also put some storage space in because and it's already overflowing. So, yeah, we've got plenty of produce coming out of here. Now, what we also want to do now is I want to get my fuel from here running by rail up into 2J. Now, I've put the link in, as we said we were going to do before. That's there ready to go. I also have put in a freight station over in Griffith ready to go. Okay. So all we're going to do is set these routes up and get that up and running. So let's do that now. So we're going to go new line from Griffith Freight to our fuel here. There we go. I'm going to new line from our Griffith Freight here over to here because we've got demand over here as well. Now, we've got those set up. Now, are we going to have enough room in our station here? Let's have a look. So, we've got 3 lines coming in, but we're not using all 3 lines. Now, the one that's going up to Griffith, which is, I think, line 12. No, maybe it's line 11. Oh, hang on. Let's have a look here. Griffith Exchange to 2J. Right, so that's that one. So what we should do here is we move that to there. Oh, actually, no, that's not going to work. Why isn't that going to work? It's going up to the... That's... Oh, 2J to 2J. Griffith Exchange. Hang on. Where's that one going? 2J. Right, so it's going to 3. That's better. Right, there we go. So the fact that put itself over here was a problem for that line. So he's going to go up and out, so that's fine. Okay. So sorted that one. Line 12 is in here. Now, again, I think what we might do... I just think we might put another line in over here. So if we configure this, I'm going to put rail on this side as well. There we go. And then what we'll do is we'll put a... This is where I want to play around with some line changes. So what we're going to do is we're on pause now. I'm going to delete all this. So we'll delete all this. And then what I want to do is I'm going to have them coming straight through, which is fine. So that's back to normal. Well, actually, if it works, it'll come back to normal. There to there is normal. There to there is normal. I want you up to there as normal. Like that. And then I want you guys to cross over here. It's going to have to be tighter. So they're like that. And then they're like that. If I can, yep, it'll fit. Right. So that works. That needs to be a double slip. And I think then we're good. So let's go back in here. Line 12 is going to that line there, which is fine. I think though... What's that one? That's that one going up to here. I'm going to move that one to our new platform up here. So 2J is going to go up to that one. Yep, to 1. That's going up there. Our other line's coming in here. So that's our line 2. So that's our big delivery one. And our 2 exports are going from 4 and 1. Okay. That sets that up. So now we just need to put trains on that. So here we go. Now we've got 7 million in the account, and I have upgraded a couple of other trains, so that's good. We've got plenty of money there. So it's going to be the same vehicle. So I'm going to buy a vehicle. Steam. Now we've got a new train available to us as well. 200 kilowatt, 50 kilonewtons, 90 kilowatt. It's double the price though. I don't really need that. I'm going to buy 2 Borsigs. And cargo wise, 64 and 50. We're just going to go the cheaper one. Let's go 4.15 million. There we go. Now we're going to buy those. Oh, we've already got one in the train depot as well. What's that doing in the train depot? Passenger car. So I've got a passenger train waiting there. Okay. You are going to be on line 12. And you are going to be on line 11. Okay. So they're both going to come into here. They're going to come out from here. Both come into here. They're going to grab the fuel and they're going to scanter off north. All right, so we have got a third train running in this pack now. So we did buy another train. In between the time where we finished the last video and then actually saved it, we were up to 12 million. So I bought a new train. That's where I bought the other 2 new trains for the timber run as well. All right. So now we've got demand running there. We should have demand coming here as well, and I would expect to see something here, but it just may not have registered that as yet because this is demand because it's already going up here. Now what we can do is we can take that. I'm going to manage the vehicles and I'm going to sell all those vehicles. Yes. I'm going to delete that line if I can remember how to delete the line. That line, I want to delete fuel supply. Yep, delete that one. Okay, and that's put all that fuel over in here into the train now because it knows it's going up to that same area. And we've now got some demand coming in here, so that's all good. It recognises the fact that it's going to be sending some material out from there. Right, where are these trains? Don't know where they've gone, but they've gone somewhere. All right. Or has one of them already gone up? One of them may have already gone up. Anyway. Okay, this is another delivery coming in, I think. Yes. These deliveries, so the delivery is coming in on these 2 middle lines here. And then everything else is going out. So we've got more coming in. Then we're going to have more stacking up. And then we're going to be all good to go. All right. So while that's all happening, and we think that's happening okay, I'm going to see what else we've got that we can do. Okay, Kalgoorlie. Here, Griffith's got that coming up. Tools are coming to Tongala. Or have we got tools coming to Tongala? No, we haven't. Right, so we've got to get some tools to Tongala as well. So we've got tools here. So what we need to do is we need to do a route from here. So a new line from Rokeby South to Tongala Freight. Oh, that's right. We put a freight thing in here as well. So there we go. Tongala Freight. Okay. Now, we need to come down to you again. No, where are you? Down here. Need to come to the train depot, get another train. Now I am going to go with that unit there. And cargo, what have we got? Dum, 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 dum. So it is only that car. That's the only car I've got at the moment. Okay, why? Oh, let's put the date back up. There we go, back up to there. Let's... Right, that'll do. 2.3 million. Okay, now you are going to be going on to line 13, I think it is. Let's have a look. Is it line 13, just to make sure? Sort of a bit too late, I guess, now. Line 13. Yes, it is. All right, and let's follow him down. We might as well. Right, now he's got... Right, so let's see if we can turn him around very snappily. Because otherwise they're going to go all the way up the other way. We want him to go down and get the tools first. All right. Small passenger train. Need to fix that up. All right. Just make sure that he actually goes where he needs to go. That gets very loud. Very loud. I'm going to peel off in here. Yeah, that's good. It's going to come around through here, then peel off down this way to the right. And he'll load up, and hopefully he'll get something close to a full load. But I don't know how much we've got produced and sitting over here waiting. So there is a fair whack sitting there. So let's hope that he, yeah, he'll get a full load out of that. Not a problem at all. Or maybe not. Hang on. Come on. I want you to load up. All right, you're not going to do that. Let's pause. Let's just set that line up. Manage line. At Rokeby South, I want you to load up purely... Oops. That. Okay. And I want you to get a full load, if available. Okay. There we go. Now, I want you to turn around. I want you to come in and load up. No path. I mean, there's no path. All right, we have to let him go. We have to let him just go off and do what he wants to do. He's coming in front of the load. Now, before we do anything else with him, let's manage that vehicle. 6 million, so we've got some money there. I'm going to replace the engine. So, more cost. And I'm going to add some more wagons on. There. That's cost me $1 million. There we go. And see, you got, it's good that the dirt's here. So you can see the 4 new trailers on the, or coaches on the back end. And he's now got a full load. So he's got extra load he's carrying off. Excellent. All right, well, that's fine. You guys are progressing. There's nowhere... The condition of train 10 is very poor. Managed vehicle. Okay, well, let's replace him. Again, let's upgrade him. Again, this is where I want to be careful, because sometimes I do this and I go too far, too quick. Here's the passenger train, though. So, how much... I don't know how much he's making a year on that route. Train 10. He's making enough money on that route, so he deserves to have a new engine. Okay. All right. So things are happening there. Okay. I think I've got this demand heading over there now. So you're collecting line 11. So you're going up to Griffith. So that's okay. He's going up to Griffith. That's good. I just want to find the one that's going off to line 12. He's got 192 waiting for him. Where is he? Oh, he's here. Okay, so he's taking a load up there now. So that's okay. Let's go see how much we get. We got a damp tram. Here he comes. Let's see how much money we get. See if I can make it out. $327,000. Not too bad. Okay. That's all right. Better than a stick in the eye. Right. So everything's sort of happening now. I want to see, how are you? You've only got 3 passenger vehicles. Passenger thingies. And you're not going too far at all with that, are you? 2J to Rokeby. So Rokeby's really not got much going on. Need to get Rokeby to grow a bit more. And I can only really do that with some industry, I guess. So let's have a look. 134, 130. Whereas if we have a look up here at 2J, it's really sort of growing. Quality, very good, very good. Poor. Emissions are poor. Right. Okay. Charts. Yep. Destinations. Yeah, it's got destination suppliers. Tuning. Industrial and commercial supply capacity factor affects all towns. Only click once and wait till the game unfreezes. Oh, okay. I don't want the tuning, I don't think, because that's going to make changes. I'm just going to leave that. So I'm not sure how I can get Rokeby to really get started, apart from getting some products in. And to do that, though, I need to do a fair bit of work in that. And that's not a problem, but we just have to work out how and where we're going to do it. All right, anyway, so we've got all this going. The next thing I want to get done, I suppose, is some food. So food's needed at Kalgoorlie. It's needed at Townsend needs 2 products that we've got. So that's probably a good place to go as well, because we can supply both industrial products there straight away. Food is needed down at Tujay. Rokeby, no. Food and see food fuel over Wynyard. So I mean, we could get them going, and we've got a fair bit of demand for them. And see, with these, we still have the capacity to really up our output of these by putting dual lines in and at least 2 trains for each line, and doubling the capacity. And that'll really sort of fast forward this. I mean, at the moment, this is still only level 1. So yeah, we can really push that boundary. And in fact, what we could also do, in fact, let's have a look at doing that now. I'm going to, it's going to mean a change to this. Now, can I do this now? Probably can. What I'm going to think about doing, what I'm going to do, right, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to bring another line into here like this. Oh, I'll go the other way. Another line like this. Like that. And bring that around there like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this line to there. It's going to be on a different level, I know, but what it's going to do is it does straighten that out a bit, okay? So got that to there. Just bear with me. There's a method to my madness here, I think. I hope. We'll then bring that around. To there. Where then... Now, that does have a bit of a rise and fall there as well. So I'm going to get rid of that and that. That and that. Right. And that. That's where I know we're coming into. So that's okay. I'm going to grab this. Actually, no, I don't want... is it that one? Inside or outside? That's definitely the inside. So I'm going to grab from there. Right. To there. Then up to there. I'm going to bring that Around there. Now, this means that hopefully I'll have this a little bit more, well, not so, well, actually, that's not looking so good, is it? Right, let's remove that. I want to make this a bit level. I just killed off that piece of the track, but anyway, that's okay. We'll put that back in. That. Now, what I want to do is I want to keep this level. There we go, we're there. Keep it level. Actually, no, it just got to that. And that should be a better level. Right. Bring this one up. Like that. Now, I do want to still... Well, do I actually need to? No, I probably don't need to. Probably just going to bring that... So these are the improvements we make to the track as we go along, because the track does grow. And we're going to bring that into... Oh, into there. Sorry. There. Okay, now, that's okay. I do have to put a link in here somewhere where they're close to being level, which is actually here. So I'm going to come across to there in the interim to there. So that maintains that link for the lines that are running up through there. So that's fine. Now, I'm going to put my signals in just to keep that all running nicely. So I've got a signal there and a signal there for now. Okay. Signal there and there. Now I'm hoping that it's not a severe couple of inclines. You can tell that by the fact that it's not dipping down and then up. So it's just a gradual incline. So hopefully that should make everything work a bit better in one way. Right. Now, my problem is I've got to switch over all the lines. Well, one line in particular. I've got to move line 2 up to here. So line 2, manage line. We're going to move that up to 4. There we go. And we're going to move that 1 to 3. There we go there. Now, line 2. Problem is, cannot connect all alternative terminals. Right. And turn that off. That off. That off. Right. There we go. That fixed that problem. So I just can't get down to there. That's okay. Now, the other one we're going to do is these other lines that are here. So line 3, for instance, that now has to go down to the bottom line. So we're going to move that one down to 2. And then line 6, is it? Line 1. No, it's not line 1. Oh, line 1 here. Right, so that's going to now be on 1, which it is, and I'm just going to remove these for the moment. So line 2 is fine. Line 3, line 3, you're going to remove that and that. Yep, okay. So that's 1 and 2 there. Line 4, you're now going to move also down to line 2. See, now we've got other issues in the fact that we've got more lines coming through. Why have we got, what's the brown line for? Line 5. Okay, we need to rework this a little bit with our stations, but what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to go up this way. So, configure this We're going to have to delete this, unfortunately. There we go. And we're just going to extend up. There, I'm going to put my platform in. And I think that's as far up as I can go now. Now, in the interim, what we need to do is I need to get... So I'm going to need to move this track here up to here. Like so. And that track down to wherever I linked to there. Yeah. Okay. Now, have I got any... U line 2? You are, damn it. So he needs to get up and over into here. Okay, let's fix this up first. So I'm going to put my crossing into there. Crossing to there. Right. Now I'm going to come in here. I'm going to fix line 2. Line 2 is now going to be managed and moved up to line 6. And it'll have line 5 as an alternate. There we go. Okay, now line 4 now has a problem here, managed line, in the fact that it can't get to there. So we're going to turn that off. That fixes that problem. Very good. Now, we go up to there. Are you going to be okay? You might be okay. You might just go up here and then go back. Let's just see how this pans out. I want to make sure this is going to work. He's going to come up. He's going into there. He's going to load. And hopefully he's going to go out and go up through that way onto there. Oh, actually. He can't. Yes, he can. He can still get out there. If we get that working, we'll be okay. Oh, he's still waiting, still waiting, still waiting. There's no warnings. I think that's all going to work okay now. Here he comes. He's coming in line 2. Excellent. He's coming straight into where he needs to be. I just need this guy to leave and go the right way, which is basically up back onto this line here. He's not giving me a message that he's got a problem. There he goes. He's off. So come on. Up you go. Excellent. You're going up that way. Line 2. Right. So now what we should be able to do is I should be able to remove... Actually, no, I'm going to leave that in there anyway. But if we look at the path, it's only going to take that path. So that's good. That's fine. So fix that up. And then what that means now is I can come back in here. And I think what we'll do, we know all these are individual. So I'm going to actually go back to this and go, right, 5, you're not going to use a subordinate. 4, you're not going to use a subordinate, and you're going to go on to terminal 3. There we go. And yeah, no subordinates, that's fine. Line 3, you're on your own, and line 1 is on its own. So everyone's got its own platform there, except for our big delivery ones, and they're both using the alternate. Okay. But ultimately, we should see some better performance for these bigger guys going up on that route up there. All right. So that means also, though, it means less traffic on here. And if we do end up putting more on here, more trains in here, that shouldn't have too much of an impact. So we should be all good. All right. A lot of fluffing about there to get that done, but it's now... I can probably tidy this up a bit. And in fact, I can probably tidy this whole line up here a bit and do the same sort of thing. We'll wait until he goes up. Yeah, I could do this. I can break that there. We'll let him go up. We'll let him go up, but we'll let them get out of the way, and then I'll rework this area here in its entirety. Doing something similar, I'll level this out a little bit by taking all this out, but then we'll come back. All right, so now let's come back there. So let's clear this all out. Like that. I'm going to clear this out. And now I want to rework this so it's a little bit tidier. So let's just pull all this out. Okay, pull that out. Right. So now what we want to do is we want to do I'm actually going to keep it level with that because we've just redone all that. So let's bring that line there up, and we can bring that level. Maybe not. Maybe if I start with that being level from there. And bring that all the way down here to there. Like that. And then you can just go straight into there. You can come out through to there like that. And then we'll bring you guys straight through here. There. And then we'll bring them straight in to there as well. And they can go to there. And then we put in our crossovers. Oops, I've gone too close to that one. Yep. I have to remove that from there. Crossover from there to there. There. Another one here. Into there. Again, doesn't like it. There's one thing with this, you do have to play around with getting this to work sometimes. There we go, that's done. And that should be all good. So it can cross over, that's excellent, so that's fine. Bring that up to there. And we've taken all this time, but we've actually now, see, we've smoothed that right out now. So that's how we should have built it to start with, basically. And then this isn't going to be a really good connection, but it's relatively level, so that's okay. All right, so that's done there. So let's put the signals back in. So one there and one there. One there, one there. We'll put one there and one there. There and there. Excellent. And that should be pretty much it. So then all I want to do is I'm going to put the non-one-way signals here just to help out. So shouldn't need to that, but somehow it seems to it does seem to help it out. And lastly, I'm going to put one more in here. There we go. And in fact, I can do that for that one as well. Actually, I'm going to block that line. All right, so there are no warnings. Everything should be running smoothly. All the stations assignments stay the same as they do there. And everything should run a bit smoother through here. So let's watch this guy going back out. It's still a downhill, but it should be a lot less than what it was. Well, I mean, there's no variation. He's filling up. This guy help him fill up by getting some more production done. And then also, as you can see now, these guys are on totally different lines, and therefore they're not going to impede each other. Particularly these longer ones and the longer delivery. We don't want them slowing down for any unnecessary reason. And so they're coping with it a lot better. Still an incline for something that's got the amount of tonnage that this is pulling. but you can see there it's much smoother through there. But that's a good thing to do. All right, now it's all done. So what's next on the horizon? We could start looking at updating this, but I'm not going to bother with that. We're going to look at food, weren't we? So I've got farm there, farms over here, and I've got food there. I've also got quarry here, quarry there. So where's my nearest? There was one over here somewhere, wasn't there? Thought one all the way over there. So I've got to send my quarry stuff all the way over the back end of my what's that? Got a quarry there. I've got one there, a brick pit there. We've got a lot more timber we could do in through here for Lawrence, for instance. Okay. All right. So where was Parramatta? Up here. So we could set up the food, base it around a station going for Parramatta. So we could set up a line that's either coming in from, well, we could do both. We could come through via Tongala to Parramatta, or we could go from Kalgoorlie to Yarrawonga. Okay, sorry about that. We had a crash again. So it's not being very stable on Windows 11 at the moment. Now, where we get to, we tidied up all that stuff over here, and I was just playing around with getting the fuel running. Now, I do need to get my fuel running from Tudjay to Griffith, and we're then also talking about getting connections going up through Yarrawonga, Parramatta, I think was what we're talking about. Or actually, no, I think we're talking about Townsend, getting up to Townsend with our products. So let's start expanding that out a little bit. So I'm going to set up my my new line from here, from Tudjay up to Griffith. And as we said before, this is new. Oh, actually, hang on. I've got that line set up, line 11. That is already doing that. Why didn't that show? Okay, well that's already done. That's good. Right. I'm 12 hours since the crash, so I haven't looked back at it. So that's okay. I've got all that going in there. Right. So what I need to do now is tools. So tools can go to Tongala. So I've got tools going to Tongala. Let's have a look. I think line 13 was to Tongala. Yes, it was. Right, so that's okay. Have I got any trains on that line? And sorry, yep. Okay, so that's good. So that's all right. So the next part is, I'm just catching up and getting over to where I need to go. So I think if we run a line to Townsend, I can put passenger line up there, and I can also get some freight going up there. So I think what we'll do, we've got a tunnel here. Tunnel. It is a little bit more difficult though to get that running. Just bear with me 2 secs. I just need to change over my headset battery, and then I'll be good to go. And we're back. Right. So I want to get this over here. Now, I've got to minimize all this sort of stuff. I'm thinking actually what we might do is we might just put a spur coming off here. So we'll come off there like that. It'll be fairly tight. I understand that. So that's okay. That's there. One there and there like that. There we go. And then I'm going to bring one from there. This one won't be anywhere near as tight, but it'll still come through there. And then another one into there like that. There we go. All right. Now straight away while I'm down here, I'll just put the signals in for here. We want a signal there. And we want a signal there. Oh, actually, they would need to be one way. I guess it doesn't actually really matter because the other ones will be one way anyway, but you know what I mean. And replace. Right, there we go. Back to putting tracks in. And so what we're going to do is we're going to continue coming around here. Now this means this line here can also tie in with this if we need to. So that'll be okay. Around there. And then we bring these two in to join up to here. Like so. And that one through there like that. Okay. All right. That gets that sorted there. Excellent. So now we just need to bring the rest of this line. I'm going to bring it round, leaving some space, because if we put a line in here, we may want to come around here on a separate freight line. We'll give that some room through there. And then we'll come back up. Again, trying to minimize our costs as best as we can. Where's Townsend? Up here. Come to there like that. Yeah, that's okay. All right, now, station. We've got to put a station in. Now, I've got to put both passenger and freight in. So, on my freight, where is my... I'm going to have a look and see where my industry is. The industry is down here, so I can put the freight... I'll put the freight in here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the building in here. It's going to be tight. I'm not going to have too many lines in here. So what have I got? I'm going to have 2 lines. 2 lines should be sufficient. Do I really want to wipe that out? Probably not. I'll leave it in there. Right. Like that. That's our freight and our passenger. We will put that... well, where am I going after that? I don't have to come up here anymore for any more passengers. I can go to Texas. So I think we'll put a Terminus passenger station in here as well. There we go. That's always going to be longer. And I'm going to put that there. And I can have a shared line there, which is fine. But there we go. There. Right. All right, so they're both in there ready to go. Now we need to just get the line running. Now I'm going to use the passenger as the priority for the line from a perspective of speed. Come back to there. And that way we know that once we put, if we upgrade this to express lines later on, or express rails, we've got the best route there. Go there, bring it up to there. Bring the other line, the other rail line up through there as well. Okay, there. That brings up to there. There we go. And then we just bring that across to there like that. Bit of a kink there, that's okay. And there. Right. So that line has been connected through to the rail, to the passenger station, sorry. And now we're going to do, again, before we forget, we're going to do our crossover here. And we go there. And we're going to bring the equivalent over there. So when, what I haven't discussed is how I actually trigger that and how it actually aligns. So I'll bring this one out here and we'll set this one up. There we go. Trigger so it's straight. That does snap to grid a little bit, certainly for straight track. So we come out a little bit from the station and then I'll come across and I get it to, so I've got basically, like I said, about 120 as quick as I can through the intersection or the points. So we set that one up there. Now what you do is you can see it's not locking or anything there, but if I come and I'm directly opposite that point there or that point there where the points actually start, it will snap to grid. So it's snapped in. So then I know that's going to line, then I line up with that one and that's where it snaps in and it lines up. And that way I get that perfect perfect system there. Now with this, we're just going to come across. It doesn't need to be a really severe turn or anything. So I can just bring it so it's there like that. And again, you know, we're going to line up, we just connect into there, and then we know that's going to come through there perfectly like that. Excellent. All right. So that's got that going to there. Right. Now we put some signals in again. One way. No. And we're going to go them on the station. We've got a BR89 Prusse 2T3. Okay, there we go there. Now, I'll go put the one-way ones in, and the first one's going to be up here. There we go. And just there. Right. Same for this side. Up there. And then what we do is we start putting them in down here. Autosave's on. Thank you. Autosave has saved me to a point. I've lost a bit of time, I think, on this video in that crash, but not too bad. I guess it's one of the risks of having the longer episodes as well, and the fact that you can tend to lose more from a crash than what you would normally. Down to there. I'm going to leave that. That's not going to be affected there. So I don't tend to put points, signals right next to points on express lines. I tend to try and give them priority through. Doesn't always happen, and sometimes you just need to put them in. So I'm not going to put a point in there. But it is due for one, so I'm going to put one, not there, I'll put one there, and I will put one there. That's fine. All right, and then there and there. Just get these ones going. There we go. There we go. Right, getting there. There's only a few thousand more signals to put in. It's okay. We'll get there. That's what I mean. It'd be nice. It'd be nice if you could set it up that when you ran line, it would put that in. Like you say, right, I want it on a parallel line. It runs both parallel lines and puts the signals in at a certain spacing as well. That would be fantastic. Very much a cost-saving measure. Well, not a cost. Well, actually, it would be a cost-saving measure as well, I guess. But just time-saving measure. Quality of life. Right, you're going to go to there, and I will put one in there and there. Right, so that's all done there. Okay, I've got my points in there sorted. I'm going to put a signal there, Right. I probably can also afford to put one in the middle of both of these. There we go, that's done. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is I would put in buses first, but I'm not going to. So we're going to set up the courses. We're going to set up the routes. I'm thinking of course play. We're going to set up the routes from here. So I'm going to go new line from Tudje all the way up to Townsend Freight. And then I'm going to have a new one going, new line from here. Now we may need to work on this Rokeby South Station and then up to Townsend as well. Right. Condition of multiple vehicles is very poor. All right, that's fine. We'll look at that later. Right, so let's get some trains running for that. So I need a... well, actually, we could utilize this one. Let's do that. We don't have to buy a train then. We just have to buy the carriages. So we'll remove all those. And we will grab... there is this little baby. And we'll add... we're starting to get some new rolling stock. I'm going to add this one in. 100 meters worth. There we go. So 1.6 million for him. So we're going to modify that one. Now, that is going to be on the line, the purple line, which is going to be not that one, that one. There we go. Right, so he's off and running. Now we're going to make and get another vehicle, Steam. I'm going to use the Prusse on there. I'm going to get cargo. Now it's got to be for tools. So again, we haven't got any updated rolling stock for that. So we'll get that. 98 meters. We'll go 105 meters. $2 million. We got money in the bank at the moment. But again, we're not going to push it too far because we've got to replace a whole pile of vehicles as well. Buy that one. Select that one. Put that on our new line, which was this one here. I've got to name these lines so I know what it is. All right. And they're up and running. So that's excellent. So I've got both of those lines now up and running. So Townsend should now start to take off as well. All right, let's have a look at our vehicles and let's have a look at see where we've got. Oh, what's happening there? Did I not buy that? You got a train. You got a train. No, I did buy it. Right. So, okay, we're going to go to our lines here. We're going to check the condition. Right, so these ones here are very bad. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to replace all those. And again, this is stagecoach, so I want passenger. As you can see, we've had an upgrade. So we've got the, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. That's an upgrade. So we are going to replace, and it replaces all of them in one go. Okay, at a cost. Bus, Rugby internal. Why haven't we got anything running in Rugby? Did I not set them up? Seriously, I didn't set them up. I didn't add them. They're in the oh, duck. Seriously. Right, get them running. Okay. Oh, no wonder I didn't have any growth coming out of Rugby. I've got no passengers doing anything for a start. Right. Tongal internal. They're very bad. Again, passenger. So we're going to replace those. So replace with that. It's replaced for 135,000. Done. Tudje internal 1. Again, passenger. They're all very bad. Replace. Thank you. This one here, again, we'll replace. Done. Now, the thing, you got to be careful, like I said before in previous episodes. The newer and the better the machinery we get, the more the maintenance cost is generally as well. Now, this one here is very bad as well. This is where our costs come in. So train 1, line 1. Now, I also wanted to duplicate this one. So what I'm going to do is I want 2 trains on that line. And we need to start doing that for those oil ones, which we were talking about previously as well. But for now, I'm just going to replace that. In fact, if I do it this way, I replace the engine. Like this. So I replace the engine, steam, add the engine. So I'm modifying that for 713 million. 713,000, sorry. But the cars themselves are probably okay. I don't know. I can't see the status of those. So I'll see what happens when we put the train on. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a few extras on there. So we're at 76 meters. So I'm also going to take the opportunity to expand that out. 120 meters. So 1.7 million to modify that one. So we'll fix that one up. There he goes. Now he's got 16. Now he's very good. So it's based. The rolling stock aren't going to be affected, I don't believe. Now, they're good still. This one here is very bad. So, again, we're just going to replace the engine. Now, we're going to go... Some of these we'll probably do like for like, I think. Now, that's the Borsig. Now, I think for the moment, we'll just replace that with a Borsig. There we go. Done. Line 4, again, that's a Borsig. So, we're going to replace that. They'll come in, Borsig, and... modify. He's now very good. Line 5, he's very bad again. Modify. Line 6, bad, mediocre. Right. Replace these ones here. So replace that, and that, and we'll add, and add. Modify those ones. Right, so that's the mediocre ones we'll look at later. These ones here are very bad, so we're going to replace those. In fact, they're the original engines even. So that's fine. We'll replace those. And in fact, I will go the better engines for these. There we go. We've got a new boat. We're going to just get some boat lines up and running too. So we'll modify that for 1.4 million. Line 8 is good. So that's okay. Line 9 is very bad. That's all trams, right? So do all those. A damp tram. Replace all those. Line 10's got nothing. Where's line 10? I have to have a look at that. Line 11 is good. Line 12, 13. Most of these should be good. They're relatively new. Line 14. I've got a couple of lines there I haven't got in use. What's line 14? I have to go and find that one. I don't know what I've done there. Line 15 is very good. Yeah, that's okay. Now, these ones here are very bad. So these are cargo. So again, we're going to replace those cargo. Now, I tend to want to go... actually, in fact, that is truck. But what was it doing? I can't remember. I tend to want to go the all cargo just to make it easier. Now, that's fine. Tool supply. Now, this one, I know it's tools, so I can have a look and see. Right, so that one there doesn't do tools, so I'm going to be going to this one anyway. So replace those. Gooley. That's a tram, so we're going to replace the tram. There we go. Replace that. Tram in Tongala. Replace the trams. Tram in Tongala. Replace the trams. Done. Train Kalgoorlie Griffith is bad, so we're going to... Let's have a look at this. We're going to work on these passenger trains because we've got new rolling stock as well. So we are going to... I'm going to replace that with that. And what have we got here? We've got 80 metres with 64. Remove all those. Passenger. So that gives me 111 metres, but it gives me a higher capacity. But it's $3 million. So we'll modify that. I'm not necessarily going to be able to do that with all of them. In fact, that's probably one of the ones we probably shouldn't have done. And the name, I haven't got right there, so it needs to be... passenger. There we go. Right. Kalgoorlie, right, this is one of our big long trains. Well, this is the longer distance train. So we need to work on this one. I'm going to replace that with that. And we will replace all these. We had a 54 capacity. I'm not going to go too high because if we're not using it, there's not much point. So I'll go to that. That's 3.1 million. Right, so he's been replaced. Kalgoorlie Griffith is very good. That one there is very bad. So on this one, Kalgoorlie Griffith, 456. So it hasn't. Oh, this one's going to Rokeby. Yeah. Okay. So we're not going to change the rolling stock on that one. We're just going to change the engine because it hasn't got the passengers on there. So this one here, 5964. Right, so he's making some money and he's getting some passengers on there. So we are going to upgrade this one properly. So we're going to remove that. I'm going to put in that. I'm going to remove all these. Passenger. And we'll put 100 capacity on that one. Right, there we go. And as you can see, it's changed now. So capacity of 99. Right. Coogee Rokeby, again, this one here is probably not going to have many... Oh, actually, it's getting passengers now. Okay, all right. So let's replace the engine. We'll put a Borsig back on. And what we'll do for passengers is we'll just add another 3 cars. All right, so that's fine. Tongala Griffith, bad. Yep, let's just replace the train on this. Well, actually, what's he doing? 2064. Yeah, we'll just replace the train on this one. The Borsig, modify. Tongala Kalgoorlie. He's making some money seemingly. Right, so what we need to do here, again, I'm just going to replace the train, but I'm going to upgrade it. So we're going to remove that and add that. Modify. All right. Tongala Coogee, very bad. What's this one doing? 356. Again, that's just going to be replacing train like for like. So remove and add. This does take some time, I'm sorry, but there we go. We're done. Right, so all of our trains and buses and trams have all been upgraded as we need to. Now, I do need to investigate those couple of things that aren't being used, the lines. So we will do that. In the meantime, I'm going to come in. I'm going to set up my buses. I'm going to put a road across through there. Now, I don't know if I can put my bus in to there. I can put it there, actually. And then I can expand out that way with my train station. Although I want to be able to expand the buses as well if I need to. So that's not a good idea. I need some room for expansion, so we're going to put that there. Right. Now we will see the growth. See how it's growing. All the industry's growing. That's because we got product coming in. So now we need to get passengers coming in as well. So the residential grows. Okay, I'm going to put a bus stop there and there. Bus stop there and there. This is going to be very interim because this is, I think Townsend will take off very quickly. New line. There. There we go. Done. This one's going to be bus. Townsend. Internal 01. Right. Now we just need to put a depot in. So we get to the depot. We'll put the depot over here. There we go. We're going to get some vehicles. So I'm going to get passenger. Get that one. We're going to get 5. That'll do for now. There we go. And they're all going to go to that one. Right. Get them up and running. Excellent. Now, we also need passenger lines. Now, I'm going to do this a little bit more thoughtfully. I'm going to do Townsend to Tongala, Townsend to Kalgoorlie, and maybe Townsend to Tudje. What have we got over here? Oh, look, we've got a fair bit down here. Okay, so let's get Rugby on the line as well. So, okay, let's do this. So we're going to do new line. Townsend to Tongala. Make sure we go passenger to passenger. We're going to go Townsend to Kalgoorlie, right? And then we're going to go new line. Whoops. Townsend to... Well, let's go to J. And let's do another line. But let's just do it. Bugger it. Then we'll go... This time we'll go Rugby to Townsend. Okay, so what we need now is 4 trains. 4 passenger trains. Now, as you can see here, though, we're now getting a bit of blockage here. So let's have a look at this as well. We're going to have to modify this station. I'm going to have to let them go through. And get this so we have a through area, so it's not blocking up traffic. So that's fine. So let these guys, this guy here go through. Right. Now you need to go through. Come on. Right. I don't want anything else coming up soon. I want to get rid of this train as quick as we can. Come on, keep going. Clear off. You need to get around past this point here, and then I can fix all this up. All right. There we have it. Right, so I'm going to fix this up, and then this will be the end of this episode. So let's configure this. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to delete all of the platforms here. There we go. Right, now we're putting tracks in. Okay, like that. Now, what we need to do as well is I need to delete... actually, I need to put my platform in first. So I need to put my passenger platform. Now, I'm also actually going to expand this with more capacity, which we need. Now, the location of this train station, though, is going to make this difficult. I'll explain that in a minute. We'll get the basic ones up and running first. I'm just going to build this up ready for expansion, and we can add and modify that once we get it going. We just need to connect it back in and get it operating back to normal. Right, so that's done. So the station's done there. Now what we need to do is need to delete basically all of this infrastructure here. There, like that. And I need to do the same over here. Like that. Right, now, what we need to do first is do the these here. This is our freight. Oh, sorry, our express. So this is our through line. They come out through there, and this is the problem I'm going to have. This has to be have enough room to do all this, but I also need to be able to turn. So this whole area here, we may have to redo. That's okay. We can do that. I get that turned to there. Yep. Okay. Now these ones here are going to be. I might just have enough room. I might be okay. Like that. And you're going to come through there like that. Now, you guys here are going to come down. No, it's not going to work there. That should work. It's all dependent upon me getting a double slip. Right, too much curvature. Problems. No, actually the other way I can do it is I don't need double slip because I can do this. That and like that. We give them the slip there. Like that. And then you guys just come in. You don't need to have a double slip. There we go. That'll fit there. Let's hope. Yep. Oh, too much curvature there too. All right. Okay. All right. Well, what we'll do then is we can. It doesn't have to be right there. We can.